Table dancing in Southampton. Use no glasses for Vanish. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done there every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Flex round!
From the gun, Richardson. He rifles one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Rudolph. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, it's Rudolph. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now Bell. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Bell, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, I believe that they were in 4-down territory, and that's what they were thinking. But after the loss, I've got to kick the field goal. No way I'm going to go for it in this situation, but you know some of these coaches, they're extremely unpredictable, and they may go ahead and press it.
So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Richardson to throw on 2nd down. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Kyler Fackrell leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. To throw is Richardson. To throw on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
second down. Here's Rudolph. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Brown, his first catch. It's a first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Sean Williams that time in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Rudolph throwing on second down. This will be caught by Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. From the gun, here's Rudolph. And he fires one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now the first carry for a former Pitt Panther, LaShawn McCoy. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Richardson now on 1st and 10. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. LaShawn McCoy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are in for 6. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Sanders now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Lucky 56. Gone.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Richardson looking to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Richardson throwing on 3rd and long. Found his target. It's Anderson. A good pickup there, a 22. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun. Richardson. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And some room to run now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Now Richardson throwing on 1st down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at the 19. Back to throw. Richardson. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw is Richardson. Off the play fake. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Richardson now operating from the gun. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This will be a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Now, this is going to put them back with not great field position. So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case. They go play action here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no? I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game. Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Second and 10, Rudolph again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Lucky 56.
On first and 10, Rudolph. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line. I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Set. 319. 319.
Rudolph going to throw again. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one. No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play? An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Again, it's Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit.
What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's Richardson to throw on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now the Bengals on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. throwing through. Open man right side of Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 30.
Now it's Rudolph. Over the middle here to Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McDonald. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Detroit! Detroit!
Rudolph now to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Rudolph. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. Richardson looking to throw on second down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Now Richardson. From the gun, he'll throw. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's a run with Mixon, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Richardson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. LaMarcus Joyner in there to sack him for a loss of 6. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. To throw is Richardson, operating from the gun. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. LaShawn McCoy with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Sanders now to kick this one away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now Rudolph on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 59 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cornelder. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Nixon gets the nod to start the drive. Room here to run. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The Bengals hoping Mixon improves on the numbers from his rookie year. He's back there again on 1st down. Richardson now. Off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. Wide open receiver complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And a short gain down to about the 33. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's Richardson to throw on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Richardson on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Ohio! Ohio! Hut! Hut!
it looks like he'll throw here. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Now the Bengals on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to the air, Rudolph on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Cincinnati, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.